I've lived in Wellesley for 33 years. I love history. I love Wellesley, so I just decided it was a good thing to do. I support it. I go to their events. Most important, I learn about Wellesley history.
Oh, I'm just interested in the history of things and places and various organizations that I belong to, and they're all culminated in the Historic Society.
I am a contract archivist here. That means I do contract work with specific family and individual collections and whatever needs to be done, usually under grants. I just finished working on part of what we call the Denton family papers, and I worked on William Denton's collection and Elizabeth, his wife Elizabeth's collection. They were very prominent in the mid-19th century through the early 20th century. Well, he died in 1883. But they were geologists. He was a geologist, and they were very into spiritualism and lots of 19th century occult stuff. So I was a historian, and I was always on the other side of the table requesting materials and access from archivists. And one day I was like, wait a minute, your job is more fun than mine. So I sort of went back to school so I could do both sides of the research table, so to speak, now. New England is very different than other parts of the country where the historical societies might be on a state level. But New England has lots of little historical societies, and pretty much every town in New England you'll find has its own historical society. So the collective memory of New England is scattered all over the place. So this little building is filled with materials that are very relevant to Wellesley's history and the life of its people.
We have just a really incredible collection, due in large part to the generosity of the community. We consider ourselves an educational and archival resource for the community, and that's not just our collection side, but our Toll House shop as well. And I know that our volunteers believe it to be the best kept secret of Wellesley. The fact that we have this incredible shop with these antiques at such tremendously discounted prices, and just an array of stuff that comes through the door, and the people with such phenomenal stories about how they may have acquired it, how their family kept it, and how important it is to them that it gets to a really great home.
So Amanda is our only full-time staff member. My position is part-time, and then we are able to luckily keep Alden and other archivists usually through contract and grant positions. So we're a teeny tiny little team. So people frequently think archivists must be hoarders because we keep everything. And actually the more time I spend being an archivist, I'm like, no, we cannot keep everything, because you just become so aware of how quickly things add up and how it's impossible to take care of it all and how things get lost. So really being conscious about keeping the best stuff and keeping a wide range of it to tell the most complete story without keeping two of everything, because you just can't do it. In January, I'll be starting my new role as the archivist and collections manager, so I'll be overseeing the entire collections department, which will include not only our archival collections, but our costume collections, our object collections, the photograph collection, and sort of helping to integrate those into exhibits and programming, and helping to plan for our move into another building and making sure our collections are well taken care of.